Welcome, Governor Livingston. You are in the zone, brought to you by GLHS TV and GL Sports Zone. We're your hosts, Ryan,
Charlie,
Johnny, and Jonathan. All four of us back together today. Long time no see. Had a little spring break, a little hiatus for the greater good. We're going to get right into it. Lots of sports to talk about. And what do we think we should lead off here?
Let's start with boys lacrosse. Get the worst out of the way first.
Oh, here we go.
Well, started off very strong to the season. 18-3. Lots of great stuff. You guys were there. What'd you see? Yeah.
I saw bonding. I saw a team that day. You guys were really firing all cylinders.
Dayton is a hot trash. So
they were very bad.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, they couldn't catch the ball.
I think
they're a good lacrosse team.
Good lacrosse team.
They can compete with some JV teams.
I think they are a JV team.
No, they're just in the wrong conference.
They were more worried about John and I tripping them than the actual game.
Yeah.
So were their managers.
What did you guys see as players and watchers?
Yeah, as players. We got Kyle Mott scored. Love to see it.
That was awesome.
That was like coast to coast.
Dude, that was now he's out with some sinus infection.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah. No, but
I think he has a swollen toenail or something.
But Ranga, Aiden, and Brett all had 5. Aiden had 6 actually. All of them had 3 assists.
Great game.
Yeah, Chuck.
I got a little angry.
No, that was the second.
No, that was the first game. Because remember we were showboating.
Oh yeah.
We weren't really getting our offense around like the second quarter because we knew we were going to really realistically win. So we weren't really playing like our offense. We were kind of just driving to the net to score. Way too many shots. I think that I was kind of upset about that. But that's just like the maturity of the team eventually.
Did you guys run Batman?
How do you know that?
Because it's such an easy play.
Could you not, divulge all of our secrets?
I would hope any team could figure that out in about 2 seconds.
It's a wheel.
Yeah, it's kind of like GL's offense for basketball.
That's why it's the same play we ran. That's why I recognize
we ran for basketball.
Actually,
I'm trying.
Basically,
I'm not much.
That's why Brett knew it. Oh my God.
I'm not much of a lacrosse fan, but I'm really starting to figure it out. It's kind of like
it's a fun sport.
It's basketball, but just one extra player on the offensive side.
No hoop.
6v6.
Yeah. And no hoop also.
It's like basketball and hockey, kind of.
The slides we're going to talk about, I'm sure. It's kind of like similar
more
to
like the lack thereof.
I'm not going to lie. The only thing that kept me interested in that dating game was Brett and Chief was starting that
Hey, no, that was bad. That was such a stupid fight. And that's not what the team should be standing for. I appreciate Chief's energy though. Because, that's the one thing I feel like meat. Yeah, that's what Coach calls him, meat.
Meat. We got some great nicknames on the team. Blades.
Worm.
Who's Worm?
Kyle.
Because he bruised his chin doing the worm.
And, but yeah, in the game against Dayton, Chief also won 87% of his faceoffs, had a strong day. 13 ground balls and an assist. That's what you need from your Fogo. And Chuck and Mikey splitting time as of now. Mikey's, I was wondering, what was the thought process for this? Mikey's holding up very well.
He's playing well.
He is.
Quick reflexes
he doesn't like
there.
you, Johnny.
No, that was
you chirp him up because Chuck's not in the net. He literally says, "I don't like John Strait."
I know, it's all right.
That's awesome.
We live and we move on.
He's really
now I'm complimenting him.
Yeah, because he's holding his own in net. He's very good on the clears. Smaller kid in net, but
quick reflexes.
Able to bring it up. He's
broad kid.
Broad's a term.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you got the Del Val game, of the pretty much the opposite of the Dayton game. They have Jack Bill, number 18, Chuck, in the net. What were you seeing from 18?
Well, he was just driving. There's no real defense being played on him, and then he'd shoot.
Come on, give me something a little more.
You speak up too.
Yeah. What are you watching YouTube over here?
Doesn't know how to type it down, boy.
You were. Well, I was trying to look up the Del Val game, but
I have the stats on the doc.
I don't like looking at your stats, all right?
This is straight off.
It's called independent research.
Maybe you should have done your independent research when we told you.
Maybe, yeah.
What number 5? A little short kid had 6 goals.
That's Ryan Neal. He's a pretty good player.
He's good. He definitely
he's able to. He's pretty good.
He's able to reap the benefits of what 18 brings.
To be fair, his first 3 goals, there was no defender on him for any of them.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit, the defense there. But they were very good. 18. Matt Miller fought very hard against 18.
He did give him a fight.
But that guy was just like a moose. That was a moose. through and through. Backing down.
Big kid, man.
Yeah.
Big kid.
They messed up my stats.
Oh, don't be so self-precise.
But the goalies in that game, you can't, in my opinion, for lacrosse, you can rarely blame the goalie unless like sophomore year when it rolled out of the top of Chuck's stick into the net. He lost a shutout like that. What was it, Dayton?
No, it was New Prof. Oh, yeah, it was Dayton.
It was Dayton. We were up like 9-0. Chuck was absolutely like having a day in net, and he winds up to throw it
was
away.
wet.
End of the third quarter, and it just drops out the bottom of the stick.
Happens.
He had like 15 saves or something.
Can I say, I guess you guys, how many practices did you have from that Dayton game to that second game?
3.
Yeah,
you guys had a long break, right?
That was something I was going to address. We had 4 days off before that Del Val game.
Yeah,
and the 2 big issues for that game was the sloppiness.
Really sloppy.
Dropping a lot of Chuck was getting angry out of net because the clears, I think 3 times right in a row, midi over the middle of the field.
Yep.
It looked like it was bouncing out of the stick. And I think it's something that's easily something we can address because
it's more of like you just go home with your stick and play wall balls.
That's what I was like, do they practice like catching the ball?
It's not that hard.
You guys dropped so many passes. It was actually kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I don't think this is a talent issue for this team. I'm very confident in this team. We come out in practice, we come out firing. We're really, the intensity is very much so improving. The team chemistry is there, but something, like you said, we struggled with in that Del Val game was the passing and the catching, which is elementary, and it's also something we can, on a game-to-game basis, it can click. Lacrosse is a game, kind of like baseball. You show up and you're having an off day, you're kind of screwed.
I thought you guys were just passive too, like that Dayton game.
That was the next thing I was going to say. You can continue.
I'll just briefly, you can finish it off. The Dayton game, you guys were pounding them, getting inside the zone, like giving each other good passes to score the ball. That second game against Del Val, you guys were really just passing the ball around. That was also the approach because Del Val's goalie is a Denver commit, which is one of the best lacrosse teams in college lacrosse. And we wanted a very good team. But we wanted to hold the ball, try to possess the ball, keep 18 away from it. But what comes with that is passing and catching, and we couldn't possess the ball, given the opportunities. And then the one thing I was going to address was the physicality and the aggression. Yeah.
First quarter, we came out strong against Del Val, despite we were missing Kyle, which is huge. He's easily one of our best players and easily our best defender. The most physical guy we got on the field at pretty much all times. Yeah. And without him, we lose our edge. He knows the slides the most. Without him, it's next man up. We had Smookler in there, Jerry, a Tripp. And the biggest issue is we don't slide to the body, and it's clear. It's something we've struggled with for the past couple of years, honestly. Miller and Kyle are the really only ones who slide to the body. And if we're able to go out there and be physical, put people on their body, on their butts, get them on the ground, it sets a tone. We didn't really set the tone. The first quarter, like I said, we had some intensity on the ground balls. Mac, Wallen, all these guys clashing for these ground balls. Second, third, and fourth quarter was a different tale. We weren't as intense going to the ground balls. And in lacrosse,
we gave up in the third quarter.
It's tough when you're down by that many points.
Yeah, but if lacrosse is a game, you stick in and you can come back at any point. And you win ground balls, you win games.
There was a couple times the ball was just, you guys were going for it, getting pushed around, the ball sitting on the ground for a couple seconds. I thought we could have came up with a few of those and maybe got some offensive possessions.
A lot of the time, our most physical players on the field are sometimes our attackmen, which is such a red flag. Aiden's the one that laid out some big hits, and even Brett's willing to get scrappy. While our midfielders, other than like Mac and pretty much all of our defenders, excluding like Kyle and Miller, not putting body. We slide with our stick, which is a huge issue. You can't slide with your stick. It sets you up to be out of position, and it takes away the purpose of the slide.
What's the difference between sliding?
When you slide with your stick, you're leading like this, and you want to push. I'm not saying you shouldn't lean your shoulder.
So like you're
get
just sticking
sloppy.
your stick out like this.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose of being physical on the side. And you can't overcommit. That's something that we don't do too often. You slide too early, which is better. It's better to slide early than late, obviously. But you slide too early or something, you're sliding with your shoulder. They roll by you. But
and if you're late, it seems like you're
late.
Lacking,
you're done.
If
you're late, you
just get the edge and they're in.
Yeah, be physical. But yeah, if we can slide to the body, which we have guys that are big enough to slide to the body, I think it'll be much better.
So what's the next couple of weeks look like for you guys in terms of games?
Cranford on Saturday.
Saturday, and then on
that's a huge game.
Monday or Tuesday we have Oratory.
Winnable games.
Both winnable
Cranford
games.
is
away games.
the most winnable.
Yeah, I'd say so. Also, you're right. Yeah, Cranford lost 10. It's like 10-4, 10-5 against Del Val, and I don't know if that was an off game for them, but
it was definitely an off game for us when we lost 15-3. I think Del Val was very good, but other than 18-5, I wasn't crazy impressed. If we brought it to them like we did the first quarter and maybe had Kyle, I think it's a much different game. Keep that passing cleaned up. I think it's a closer game.
But yeah, for GL at least, this is like a pretty big game. We haven't beat Cranford in forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, last 5 years haven't won.
I think we can bring it to him. Like I said, I have all the faith in the world in this team. Being at practice every day and watching, I have much different perspective than someone on the field, you know. But I think the team is willing to fix these problems. The coaches are going at it much better, you know, making some big adjustments here. And I think we could bring it to a team like Cranford and kick their butt, as Coach would say.
Yeah. Cranford, their 3 games this season, beat Oratory by 1. They lost to Del Val 10-4, and then they beat Paxsack Valley by 1.
So 2-1 or 1-2? 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
And we're really game planning for Cranford like we've never done in the past. I feel like now we're coming to the approach. We're going to games. Coaches are scouting out. We have obviously a bigger coaching staff this year, and I think it's going to be good. Let's talk about some. You want to go girls lacrosse or baseball?
Baseball.
Baseball. Some woes here coming from the pitching staff. I mean, what do we got?
What do we got? Let me just pull this up real quick.
You don't know?
I have it.
I would just say it's a very young staff right now, obviously missing out.
Yeah, pitching staff.
Pitching staff.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's interesting. I like that name.
Uh,
It's a good job.
Definitely young staff.
Core group.
Even younger without Johnny and Diskin experience-wise being out right now. And you could just tell the youth and the lack of experience is getting to some of the kids. You know, the confidence may not be there, especially after giving up a big hit or giving up some runs. The confidence is definitely deteriorating. And it's obviously something I expect early on in the season. And hopefully, like, some of the kids can put it together by the end of the year, come tournament time, you know, just take some experience, you know. They're freshmen, sophomores, they're playing against juniors and seniors for the most part. And
it's a game of momentum as well. You know, how you start off the season isn't going to be how you end the season.
So I'll read you some stats here. As a pitching staff as a whole, crew, whatever you want to call it.
Staff.
No, I just didn't know it was called staff. That's cool.
We're pitching to an 8.8 ERA over 29 innings, which is pretty bad. But I mean, looking at it in like a broad term, like we have a lot of younger kids, like you mentioned, freshmen and sophomores mainly, who haven't faced varsity pitching before.
Isn't the strike zone different as well?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote down
like they got to get used tighter.
They got to get used to the varsity zone and the varsity hitters. Like maybe in years past they got away with a couple inches off the plate, and now it's a lot more tighter. So like that, I mean, it's just gonna take time, and I think we're definitely gonna start to win a lot more games down the stretch when we get myself and Diskin back in the next coming weeks.
Wait, Diskin's out?
Yeah.
Shoulder, but he's still hitting.
Yeah.
He's hitting well. He's got a tank under his belt. So does, and I mean, hitters wise, the hitting is there. I mean,
let me just one more thing. Some positives. I mean, I know the ERA is not great, but we only have 14 walks in 29 innings.
Yeah, I mean,
less than 0.5 a game, which is pretty good.
I mean, Johnny, you're a guy who's got a lot of varsity pitching experience under your belt. What do you tell some of these younger guys? You got any words of wisdom you bring them? I mean,
throw the ball fast.
No, it's not even about that. That's actually the complete opposite.
It's throw the ball in the right place.
Throw the ball in the right place.
That's the biggest thing.
Let them hit the ball, put the ball in play. Like, we're going to make the plays. We have a great defense this year, and I think that's kind of what they're doing. They're just getting hit hard sometimes in like some bad spots.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing from a catching standpoint. Calling the pitches and being the opposite side of the battery. It's kind of
what's a good ERA?
Giving up the hit. Like most hits we're giving up.
Good as 2.
Are
very good as 2.
Big misses, middle
Higher,
pitches,
better?
Lower, better.
Yeah.
Chuck seems to be
sorry, Jonathan.
Chuck's confused by the ERA.
He's learning ERA. For reference, a good ERA is 3. Very good is 2. Sub 2, you're
like our team. I think I was looking.
8.8.
Our ERA last year, I think.
A horrible ERA.
Bass had a 2. You were less than 2. Mike was less than 2. Tula was just above 2. Kramer was like a 3. Like the staff was pretty solid.
Yeah, those numbers. They're still the sample size
inflated.
is small.
When the sample size is so small, you let up you let up 1 run in a 2 innings pitch. Your ERA is going to be terrible. So
let's go to the other side of the ball here.
Man, this is good. First off, we're going to talk about Johnny Schmidt hitting 330.
Any home runs?
Not Johnny's not a home run guy, but he's got two He's got two.
Diskin and Provel.
Yeah, Johnny's got two baggers. He's been plunked 3 times, for his proclaimed cat-like reflexes. Doesn't seem to be showing it. And he's walked 3 times. The eye is there. Johnny's normally a free swinger, make a lot of contact. He's taking pitches. He's reevaluating things, and he's hitting doubles. Normally he's a sac fly guy. Now he's putting them into the outfield. We'd love to see it.
And then Judge.
Yeah, I don't know quite yet. George is
raking.
Roping, hitting ropes.
As a team, we're hitting 279. That's well.
George is slugging 1 right now, which is nuts.
Yeah.
The fact
I
that
mean, arguably, I think he's the best hitter in the county.
I don't think he struck out this year yet.
I don't think he has either.
I don't think he has.
I'm not sure.
I would say he's
just raw hitting. I think George, honestly, I'm not.
His
trying
swing
to
is so violent.
It's so pure and violent, and he has so much power. Like there isn't really another kid.
Pure and violent.
He's got 7 RBIs already. That's in 4 games, 5 games.
Pace got lucky. That's.
I don't think
they got a steal.
And his defense, it's really improving.
It's improved a lot. Yeah.
I was expecting a guy who was going to be doing a lot of spending the innings in the dugout maybe this year, but he's getting out in the field and he's holding his own. I don't know how's the arm. What's his
arm
his
is
strength?
much improved.
Yeah.
And honestly, the other big thing is his speed. Like
George is fast.
He hit a ball in the gap yesterday. Like probably would be a double for most kids. He stretched it to like a stand-up triple. I was watching.
George runs at like a 6.7 60.
Yeah.
What's good for? I'm not.
I run like a 7.2, 7.1.
Like to get recruited for Division I baseball as a non-catcher, it's like
the average is
under
7 probably.
Average would be 7 to play college baseball.
So, you think George is gonna transfer it?
No,
maybe from Pace.
I mean, I'm not.
Hey, you never can count it out, but it's definitely
he's
hard
constantly
to make the
getting
jump.
better. That's the biggest thing. He's working. He like split squats 500 pounds. It's disgusting.
He like picks up cars and just throws them at people. It's like the whole.
Yeah. I watched some of the workouts
Don't
he
take
posts.
his mayo sandwich.
Yeah.
He does not have.
He definitely doesn't eat.
He's
mayo.
anti-mayo?
No, he's definitely eating strictly eggs, chicken, and maybe
he had some like avocado, guac, like
avocado and guacamole.
Same, whatever.
And then just the hot spot, a couple other freshmen jumping on the scene early here. Yeah, Basil's 5 for 9.
How's his defense behind the plate?
He only caught 1 game so far. He's playing more corner infield, second base. Wherever.
I like him at third base a lot.
Well, yeah, because I mean you're much more defensively back behind the dish.
Yeah,
he looks so comfortable at third base. In the 3 years I've been here,
he's just there for your off days,
Dominic's there batting. What is he batting right now? Excuse me. 2 for 4, 500. Oh boy. And then we got Zach Kurtzman playing shortstop too. He's playing some outstanding.
Why is there 2 stat lines?
That play on the hole.
What do you mean 2 stat lines?
Oh, he's got 2 things. 2 for 10 then.
So.
They don't have any hits there.
There's 2 Donald BCs on here.
BB?
Walk. BB's a walk.
So,
HBP is hit by pitch and then stolen base.
Chuck knows nothing about baseball.
Yeah.
This is why he's claiming to.
Diskin's doing
almost
hitting 300.
Diskin and Nori are really starting to pick it up now. They're hitting the ball well.
Yeah,
once Diskin's shoulder, loosens up, you guys and Johnny, how are we looking? Have we started throwing the slider?
No, soon. I threw live batters last week, and
Johnny was carving
it was well.
Only fastballs, right?
Fastballs changeup. He was just carving.
How's the changeup? I haven't seen it yet.
It was good. It was good.
How does that feel on the arm? I know
changeups are good.
Changeups aren't rough on the arm. You just got to focus on the, what is it?
Pronating.
Pronating. There you go. Super pro.
Schaefer has 5 stolen bases.
Dude, he's a speed demon.
Yeah.
And
Leadoff hitter, batting
the ball in play.
357.
But I think, listen, baseball. It's a sport, the Yankees always start off the season good. They never win the World Series. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could be the opposite for you guys.
I'm not trying to defend us, but we had a tough stretch of games here.
Yeah.
I would say Cranford and Westfield are 2 of the better teams in the state.
Doesn't Westfield have the
Westfield has 5
pitcher for Seton Hall?
Yeah, that's who we faced. They have Seton Hall commit, Brown commit.
We put 5 runs up against them.
Yeah.
How good is Ivy League baseball?
It's probably
pretty good.
It's probably the worst Division
still
I
pretty
conference.
good.
Yeah, it's Division I baseball, but
yeah.
Because the kids going there are probably not prioritizing baseball. They're just using baseball to get an education.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Johnny's doing for Mr. Flores.
Yeah, of course.
That's a D1 talent. Come on.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have a stretch of games here is going to be big for us. We got to lock in.
Yeah, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you, Chuck.
Yeah, you guys are like Chuck. I hope you don't get killed out there in lacrosse. You don't even.
Dude, don't even wish the guy luck. That ball is flying.
No, I can't wish him luck, or else the people behind him or in front of him getting met. So
What?
the other goalies are getting.
You can wish him luck and then also wish some of the other
I'm
guys.
wishing both of them the best of luck.
Yeah.
0 goals allowed. That's what I want.
Shutout, clean sheet.
If he shuts out Cranford, well, it would have to be a combined shutout. It's kind of like, Johnny, if you throw like 5 perfect innings and then they
I know
like,
what a combined shutout is.
No, but I'm saying like you only have like 50 pitches in 5 innings. You've got like shutout.
So
and
is
then
it-
and then they pull Jonathan out of the middle. Okay.
So is
I'm
it
not
like?
gonna slander Mikey.
So are they just doing it to see who they want more?
I think it's
or is
developing
it like
Mikey.
for the future.
I think it's part of it's for the future, and they also genuinely think Mikey's at that level.
Seems to be to me.
I'm definitely a pro Chuck guy, but I guess there might be some bias.
Well, I'm friends with Chuck. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big chud.
Chuck, you hear us at the games, right? Chuck, you?
No, never hear you
Yeah,
guys.
you do.
He drowns
No,
everyone
he's
out.
looking
I wear
over.
headphones while I play.
He's looking over.
Jonathan believed that for a second. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
had
He's just standing there, like he's not running
He
around.
needs to talk and like hear the defense.
We were really questioning your wardrobe selection.
He has to. Long
Wearing
pants
long
help.
pants?
Yeah, it's like a tradition for goalies to wear sweatpants.
Yeah, it prevents like welts.
The other kid wasn't.
Who? Melly?
Yeah, he also doesn't wear socks.
He had a big.
He doesn't wear socks.
No, at that game he wasn't wearing socks.
No, he wears ankles.
Did
Oh,
you
even
forget-
worse.
You forget them at home or what?
No, he's just Nelly's got some questionable style.
Who's
He
that?
has his
The Denver
name.
kid?
He has his name on his cleats. I
And,
want to
and
hear
he
nothing
says like
about
grandpa
style.
on his like. That's stupid.
Come on. It's
Oh,
probably-
that's his grandpa. Come on.
It's his grandpa.
It's not because of his grandpa. It just says grandpa.
How do you know?
Because I talked to him about it and I was like, this is dumb.
Let's go. Let's move on.
Don't be
To
bullying kids for
softball.
honoring the grandfather.
For all we
alright?
know, the grandpa's like
Look at
dying
like
or
a-
something. He wants
Guys,
to.
guys, on to the next.
All right,
All
we're
right.
gonna be
Softball.
here for like 50 minutes. Can we please hurry this up?
Yeah. All right, Johnny, bring us some softball.
The softball team's hot.
Don't send Carolina's.
Yep.
It stays in.
Well,
In terms
give
of
it like
playing.
10 seconds so they know.
No, don't cut this out. Keep this in. How hot,
In
Johnny?
terms of, they're 3-1 in terms of playing.
Who's the best? Who's the best on the team? Come on,
They're
Johnny.
3-1 right now.
Who's looking the best on the team right now for softball?
I hate you guys, dude. 3-1, big wins over Union, Summit, and Johnson. Lost a tough one to Westfield. Although Westfield is a stud of a pitcher, she had 6 strikeouts.
All right.
This is getting worse.
Just go. Just roll.
getting
Roll
worse.
the punches.
Yeah, Grace D'Angelo, 6 Ks. She only allowed 4
loving her.
runs. So
No
she's
more of the slander.
no more slander, guys.
Be serious, guys.
Someone else.
I'm not gonna lie, we're giving a lot of shout out to other school like kids' names. Like
We really do.
we're
Yeah.
name dropping a lot of.
Because
Like,
we're professionals.
Yeah, you know, professionals.
Johnny, continue. I
Yeah,
want to hear
so,
what you
Yeah, I really want to know.
I wrote the team is really firing on all cylinders here. We got the pitching staff has combined 2 ERA, very good,
Nice.
and the team batting average.
What's that? Is that like in softball?
It's the same thing. The exact same thing.
No, I understand it's the same thing, but like compared to other people, is
That's very good.
That's
Good.
very good.
so
Team,
you know softball stats?
It's
the same
literally
thing as
just baseball
baseball.
stats.
it's literally baseball.
it's like girls
Except
lacrosse
they
and men's
throw
lacrosse.
underhand. And it's like the.
Yeah.
But compared
Home
to other
plate
teams,
they've
is
been-
it similar?
Yes.
They've
Well,
been-
the ERAs are a little lower in softball because
That was
pitching
my point.
a little lower, but 2 is still very good,
Very good. And I mean, their team batting average is 418.
which is nuts.
That is
Baseball,
insane.
softball is also a little more contact
Yeah.
because it's easier to throw not easier to throw strikes,
And it's
but
also
more
softball,
consistent
softball
motion.
pitchers are more control based
Yeah.
than throwing
Yeah.
pump,
And I would just want to.
pump and cheese.
I mean, Elise Faxon is batting 12 for 16.
Well,
Nice.
she can rake.
750 batting average.
Does
That
anyone-
is all. That's athlete of the week right there.
Hanratty
there's
has
no
2 home
discussion.
Dude,
runs.
I don't know. Chris Ronga, we got to give him a shout out because he proved us like we slandered him a little. You know, he watched the podcast with us and he was laughing, but he put up 5 goals and 3 assists in his first game.
Yeah.
I
was
got
like-
I got
That, we're talking like male, female.
a female at least faxing that. No.
I should know. You know
Oh, yeah, we do.
Girls
Casacito
girls
has
lacrosse.
5 goals.
Yeah, I saw
Against
that. She had
Gil,
And she has 8 the
I
whole
think she
season.
had 2 or 3 yesterday, right?
I'm guessing. She
Megan Kim's got 7 and 2 though,
This is
and
gonna be.
Waverly's got 20 ground balls on the. We'll get to.
The council's gonna have to meet.
Yeah,
is a
you
tough
mean
week.
us 3 texting in the group chat? That's pretty much.
Well, there's 4 of us.
Jonathan's there.
I'm not always aware.
So then who else?
At least he's honest.
No, Jonathan
Kelly
will be in.
Hanratty
We're
has
gonna include
8
him.
RBIs, batting .533. They're batting well, firing on all cylinders. And some freshmen jumping on the scene. Vanessa Popola is batting .600. That's impressive.
Nice.
Nice.
Draw controls. What's a draw control?
That's how it's like their face-off.
Dude, Charlotte Kang is a.
Are we on lax or?
She's gonna hit 100 goals this year.
Who?
No, oh my God! Yeah, she's got. No, that's Megan Kim. I mean
Megan Kim hit
No.
100.
Ryan.
Megan Kim has.
Ryan,
No, she isn't.
debrief us with
Okay,
the
wrong
Bucks.
person.
Okay, to girls lacrosse, I think they're 2-1. Charlotte Kang's 20 goals away from hitting the hot. No, Megan Kim. Sorry, the names are right next to each other. Megan Kim is 20 goals away from getting 100 goals as a junior. She's doing great.
Wrong.
She's killing it on the draw controls. She's got 28. I don't know how many it's supposed to be, but that sounds like a lot considering.
What's draw control?
I don't know.
It's like face-off.
Face off.
They're
After
like-
the face off, if it bounces out.
Waverly is also.
No, they go like this. So
Oh, they go like that.
They
I
have the
forgot, it's
ball right
different,
here,
yeah.
and the girls like Schmidt stand up.
Oh boy.
Oh, here you
We're
go.
going live.
Let's go.
Schmidt stand up.
Me?
Yeah, so like we're holding sticks.
We're holding sticks.
No. You like hold your stick like this. Slide this way. We're supposed to be like, yep, there.
We're dancing.
And then
organized prom dances.
imagine the head of the stick.
Are we on the ground? We go.
No,
like-
we're
No,
standing
that's-
up.
okay.
Then they put the ball in here. We have to go like this and then catch it. It's like a tip off.
That's
It's
awesome.
nuts.
That's
How many
awesome.
games? How
So
many
what-
games have they played?
Why don't you just put the tallest girl there?
Three,
so
they're
she
2
can
and
jump
1.
up.
That's
and grab
what some
it.
people do. Like I remember when my sister
Why
was
am
playing.
I-
We had
I gotta watch
we had
more of these
Lindsay
games.
Gerardo. She was like
We-
6'3".
We should
Didn't
go to
your
one of
sister
these
play?
games. Don't
Yeah.
they
Did
play
she
New
do
Craft
that?
soon?
Draws? No,
Yeah.
she's too short.
Waverly's killer defender. 20 ground balls, 9 draw controls, and 9 forced turnovers. They got that as a stat. That's neat. Leading the
I feel
team.
bad for this stat.
And
person.
6 goals.
That's a lot to keep.
6 goals for Waverly, 7 for Megan Kim, 6 for Kayla Hahn, and 8 for Caitlin Casasita, 5 for Lehar Chawla. Sorry if I butchered that last name. And yeah, I mean, girls lacrosse is doing pretty good. Arden has 2.
She had 2 yesterday.
Yeah, on the promposal day. I mean,
The proposal day.
Chris was really working. It took a lot of brain power to come up with that.
It took them a lot of brain power to put the prom together too.
Yeah.
They were really scattering to figure out how to spell it.
Yeah,
Did you
I
see
mean,
that?
not a great group of people for that, I guess. And yeah, games.
That was such like a trying to be nice comment.
I didn't know what to say. And games to look out for this week. You want to do this, Jonathan? I
Games
scroll
to
to the
look
bottom
out.
page and read them out.
Bottom
yeah, I got
page. Games to look out for. Jeez.
You're right
Here you
there.
go,
Chris.
Schmidt.
On the
Yeah.
bottom page. Come on, you got this.
Scroll.
We're turning the teleprompter
Next
off.
Monday, we got girls softball versus Cranford.
No, you skipped 2 games. We're talking about, what about the
Oy
games
vey.
today in the small text?
Really?
Softball plays Braley today, and lacrosse plays Cranford Saturday.
As we talked.
Girls lacrosse also plays Passack Valley.
Home or away?
That's next Monday.
Wait, how do we miss our senior days on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baseball didn't come up on this.
Saturday. senior
Baseball
day.
right here next Tuesday, Union Catholic.
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
so we didn't get there yet, Johnny. Relax.
All right,
No,
so
that's Saturday.
No.
Oh, Saturday. You're just
Saturday, senior night.
Senior day.
Senior day, what
2
time?
o'clock.
Oh, right as
Yeah.
our boys lacrosse game is. It stinks.
Oh yeah, you guys have a game.
I actually would like to see that. Who's pitching?
Good question. We don't.
John?
We don't leak that
You putting the
information.
robo
to the
arm
public.
The Robo arm is
Yeah.
here.
Are you gonna come out of the pen maybe
Maybe.
for senior day?
Well,
Come
we'll
on,
find
you
out.
could throw strictly change-ups and
I guess
fastballs
we'll
and hold
find
your own.
out.
He
Who do
threw
you
it to
play?
our Memorial.
I
No
can't.
clue where they're from.
I'll K them up.
Where is it?
They're
I don't
actually
know.
they're from Newark.
How fast is your change-up? I'm actually kind of
They're
curious.
from Newark.
10. It's supposed to be like 8 to 10 under. Yeah, they're from Newark. It's
So
a Newark-based
65.
team.
65? No, he's throwing it. What are you?
Supposed to
Are
be
you
like-
up to 84?
We'll see. 82.
Oh, is it one of these charter
72.
schools?
It's
from
pretty
Newark?
good.
No, it's not charter. It's, I think it might be next to
Realistically,
Newark.
55.
No, dude. The change-ups nowadays. Have you seen like
Good
Edward?
change up.
Who changed it?
Good change up.
Edward Cabrera's change-up. It's like 95.
It's supposed to be 5 to 10 under your fastball.
Good change up.
5 to 10.
Change-up.
Good change up.
Jose
it's
Ramirez is
supposed
a
to be.
funny guy.
Because it's supposed to be off balance.
Thanks, Poppy.
What about like 12, 15?
Those are that's like some of the
Curveball.
older pitchers would do. Like Trevor Hoffman threw like his
a
changeup
Zach-
was
No,
like 20.
Eric Gagne.
Zach
Vulcan
Greinke
change
does that
was like
stuff.
Well, that was-
69
yeah.
miles per hour.
No, that was his curveball. His Vulcan change was like 84.
Was it?
Yeah. And then no, Trevor Hoffman, his was like
Can
20
I talk about
miles.
golf?
Oh, wait.
Big golf match
Wait,
today.
finish the games. Finish the games. We got next Tuesday. Just speed read them, John.
Next
as fast as you.
Next Tuesday, we got baseball at Scotch Plains. We got boys tennis at Westfield, softball versus Cranford, boys lacrosse at Oratory.
And then Wednesday? I only went to
Wednesday, boys tennis at home against Madison. Where is the home games from?
You just think
They're
of
at
something?
Columbia.
Columbia. Then we're
like a Bazinga
baseball's away at Union Catholic, softball's at Elizabeth, girls lacrosse is at Cranford.
Eureka.
I was good. Never mind.
Tell us. I want to know about it.
No, you can't. I saw the.
I
the
literally
light,
heard
like-
some of his brain snapping. He was like, it was like Bazinga.
I was. Never mind.
No, you
You
got
gotta
it.
It's not a big deal.
Cliffhanger.
Yesterday I was trying to find. I was making an edit for tennis.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing online.
Damn, we
There's
forgot tennis.
there's no roster. There's no pictures. Do we even have a tennis team? Or do
We
they
have a
just-
tennis team because
Well-
Steven Manfredo is playing him.
All right,
Yeah.
so I need to contact Steven then for all the information because there's nothing online.
You know, they played.
Boys tennis is 0-2. Got crushed by Summit and lost the close one to Scotch Plains
So
Fanwood.
can I talk about golf now? So
Wait.
they got a golf match today. I think it's at Echo Lake.
Yeah,
If you wanna
it
pop
is.
out.
I don't think you can go.
Quiggs, you know he missed. He made it on the edit, but missed the bus. for
He
the last-
missed the bus for the last golf match.
He's an alternate though, so
All
I don't
right,
know
so
how many swings
they're
he's
1-4.
got.
They lost to Oratory.
Kyle, man,
100
Kyle almost.
161 to 208.
Oh my God!
They lost to Scotch Plains. How are they like at someplace? Aren't they at like a
It's their
That's their
home
home course.
Yeah.
home court?
Course.
All right, let's
Where
go.
is a home course?
It depends. It's kind of like how we play like Warrenco for hockey, stuff like that.
Scotch Plains Fanwood, a loss, 153 to 174. That was a closer.
was a close one.
Closer
Dayton one was close, right?
Yeah, it came down. Yep. Okay. That's my point.
Chuck
Came
is
down
a
to
slow
Kyle's
reader,
Summit
even
Whiffing his
sometimes.
drives.
Summit was home. They lost 174 to 179. That was a
That's
nail
close.
biter.
Couple putts going to go your way.
At Cranford, lost 157 to 196.
Cranford apparently has the best player in the state. Kid shot a 35. That is mean.
Mini golf.
What's
right?
the handicap on that course?
I think it might have been over 2. I think it's 35. I think it's
Under
under
33.
I think he went par. I think it's 35.
Not today. Westfield's got some Georgetown commit or something too.
Jesus Christ.
All right, and then win against.
You said Jesus Christ. You already
Okay,
said
then
the
a win
Jesus
against
part.
win against Dayton, 179 to 186. And then we have a match today. I don't know if it's against a specific school, is it?
Do they
Westfield.
have like a game ball?
Today's
If you get the
Westfield?
putt ball?
And then on 420 against Cranford.
Against Cranford, the kid's going to shoot like a 32. He's going to be dialed in.
Yeah, that's
John,
nice.
let's put you out there.
They should.
I don't know if you can with the elbow. You know, they say
No
bad baseball swings are pretty like.
We
bad
had this
baseball players
argument
are
on
decent
this
golfers.
podcast
No,
already.
no, good baseball players are bad at golf.
We've had
But
this
bad baseball
argument
players
on
can
this
be good, so.
podcast already.
Nice. On God.
No Kizzy.
Is that all she wrote?
I think we're done. I gotta go eat.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't really have much else to say. I don't think Jonathan, you got anything else to say?
Jonathan,
Drop the outro.
Jonathan, look.
No, not the teleprompter.
You're in the zone. Get out of it.